welcome back to another video. I'm so excited for today's video. It's going to be a super simple, chill, not so chill, busy day in our lives. So I've started off this morning working. I had some quiet time that I didn't record or anything, and I'm about to get ready to go to a coffee shop for like a work meeting with a friend, and I'm so excited to hang out with her and just get to dream and talk about some of the stuff we're planning for Be a Blessing retreat. It's gonna be so good. And then I'm just gonna work at the coffee shop a little bit, and I'm gonna go to the gym later today. Gonna clean the house because I won't show you right now, but every crevice and cranny is so messy. There are clothes everywhere, dirty clothes, need to vacuum, need to dust. Everything is so dirty. So we're gonna have a cleaning day, a productive day. I'm also turning in the last things of my manuscript this week, so I'm reading through the whole thing and making sure all the references are correct along the way and everything. I'm on like chapter 4, we still have 6 to go, so lots of sitting and reading today as well. And that will pretty much be what I do for all of today's work, except for recording a He Would Love First video and getting a couple product shots that I need to get. But it's gonna be a good day, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along with us. So let's get ready to go to coffee with my friend. Tori is leading worship at Be a Blessing, and I'm so excited because we don't know each other that well, so I'm excited to like get to know each other a bit better through this process and just like hear her heart on why she likes leading worship and everything, obviously because she loves Jesus. But I'm excited to talk with her. This morning has been kind of like fine, not like stressful, but we are in the process of like thinking about buying a house, and as a small business owner and like self-employed, it's just like very tricky getting like your income is just not typical. It's just different when you're self-employed. That won't make like sense really, but the house buying process is like trickier because it's harder to like get approved for loans and stuff. Even if you make enough money to buy a house, like it's just tricky to get approved, and it's a whole thing, which for anyone even applying for pre-approval and all the things, like to buy a house is just a lot, but especially when you have such confusing income like we do. So that's kind of what we've been working on the past couple days. And then today I was on the phone for like an hour with like a loan person, and I don't understand like anything about taxes and loans and everything. So it's just like he's asking all these questions and I'm like, yes. So I'm really excited to just take a load off from adult things and things like book speaking, Be a Blessing, like the more important things, He Would Love First, whatever. So yeah. But I'm excited to go to coffee right now. Let's go. And that's kind of what the rest of this video is gonna look like, is talking about what I do for work and what we do today. So it's gonna be a good day. Coffee shop. Going to the coffee shop. Let's play some Taylor Swift because that's what I'm in the mood for.
When you think of all the late nights, late fights over the phone.
Coffee shop and ate a bowl full of ground beef for lunch with seasoning, so it's not that gross, and had some orange juice because vitamin C in orange juice actually helps you digest iron, and there was a ton of iron in that meat. So we got a good hormonally healthy nutrition dense lunch in, and I've just been sitting here on my phone editing and getting things done on here. So I needed to post for a supplement brand today. I was just doing like a simple what I eat in a day, like to feel happy and healthy, and some of our favorite supplements with a brand called Terry Naturally. We've actually been taking their supplements for like, Casey's been taking them for probably like 4 or 5 years. Their Curamed is an amazing anti-inflammatory product, and then I'm taking their iron currently because I'm not allowed to say this on Instagram for all the legal things of like what you can claim about supplements, but I'm taking it to help get my iron up post miscarriage. And as a runner, I take iron in general, but lots of irons are super hard to digest and hard on your stomach and all kinds of stuff. I had to take tons of different irons in high school and college for issues. So I'm taking their liver fractions heme iron, and since it's heme iron, it's made from like animal products, not plants, and it's so much easier on your body to digest. So I was editing through the last bits of that video that got approved last week, and then writing up the caption and everything like that, and then posted that. And now I'm editing a little like running vlog I did the other day on my phone, so it's not for YouTube. But working with Garmin Wellness and Garmin Running on Instagram, I'm trying to be better at posting like fun running content, because obviously I'm not like a professional athlete. I know that. I know I'm not like nearly as fast as I was in college or anything, or nearly as fast as all my friends who are running pro right now and stuff, but I'm still working with supplement brands and companies around running, so I need to do a better job of like documenting my running. Like I'm always just like 5 miles, that's my documentation, is like my wrist. But I'm trying to be better about making like cute TikToks and stuff because it's fun, but I just always forget to because I'm a crusty girl when I run and I look ratchet. But I'm editing through some clips I took for my long run on Saturday, and I'm gonna do like a little go on my long run with me vlog. I'm sure you've seen stuff like that on TikTok, so we're editing that. And then I am going to clean the house and film a clean talk. So I figured I'd take like 5 minutes right here to kind of explain a couple bullet points of like what I do for work, because it is so many different random things and they're all so fun. And it's also like some days I'm at my computer working all day from like 8 to 8, and then some days I literally like go on a run, go to the beach, work for an hour, work on the beach, work on my walk on my phone. Like it's just so sporadic with like what I do. There's so much freedom, which is amazing. But especially like these next couple weeks are just like really busy on catching up from miscarriage and getting things done. So like I said, we're bringing you guys for a productive day today. So we'll fill you in a little bit. So anyways, so basically all I've done for work today is, like I said earlier, worked on my book. And then right after that, I had a meeting with the girl who's leading worship and just hung out for Be a Blessing. So like that's book, retreat, and I also need to practice. I haven't memorized, but it's good to just go over your notes and kind of speak through what you're going to say for like your 40-minute message or giving at a church or conference or whatever. So obviously I like practice and prepare when I speak somewhere, which is not very often, but when I do, I like practice so many times. Obviously you never say the exact same thing because the Spirit leads, but it's good to just kind of have it memorized and know what you're going to go off of. And when it's a 30 to 40-minute message, you're like, okay, like I got to practice this again, run through it again, so I remember. So I've been doing that every couple days, just running through that message again, looking at my bullet points. It's one I've given before, so I'm pretty familiar with it. But that's like my 3 ministry roles is with like work is working on my book, which is almost done with like the manuscript portion. Then we'll move into like the publication portions, which I think will be like way more fun and like simple, but I could be wrong about that. We'll see. And then the retreat we do once a year, which obviously it's springtime and it's about to happen. So the workload for that is a little bit more on and off with like trying to sell tickets and making sure we have a worship leader and friends helping and photographer and all the things paid and all the things done and shirts ordered and all that. So that's kind of just a lot of upkeep. And then speaking, I don't get asked to speak that often, but when I do, if it's something I feel like called to say yes to and go to, obviously preparing a message, booking a flight, like having all my work done for the week before I go speak wherever I am. And so those are kind of my 3 like ministry jobs, are those things on and off throughout the year come up. And then obviously my main, like what I would tell people is my full-time job. It's not really my full-time job. I would say it's like a third maybe of what I do, is He Would Love First, and content creation for our small business, He Would Love First. So I make all of their product pictures. I'm in charge of, whether I am contracting someone else to create the content and paying them, or whether I am making it myself, whether that's a flat lay ad or reel or a new product picture for a product drop we're having that week. We have 1 to 2 product drops every single week. So that means I'm getting product pictures of new products every week. Also always keeping bracelet pictures in stock because that is our #1 product. And then making reels or contracting people to make reels. And I make all of our ad content, pretty much all of our ad content. So kind of just like content girly for He Would Love First, and always reaching out to influencers and content creators and stuff for that, and helping Casey with like design ideas, even though that's his job. I'm like, no, that's a horrible idea. Or like, yes, that's great. Like do this color or whatever. And we work together. So it's super fun. And then that's my like 1/3, whatever, like main job, I guess, in addition to the ministry stuff. And then third, which honestly consumes more time than any of it, I would say, even though it's like my third thing on my to-do list, like the least important of them all, is social media and content creation. So one, I just like love making content. It is so fun. I also like love engaging with people on social media, and I love all of the connections and friendships and cool things like the retreat, like my book, like meeting cool He Would Love First ambassadors and stuff that have come through social media. Even the Bible study we have at our house every other week, I literally was able to start that because of posting on Instagram, like, hey, if you live near Jacksonville, let's have a Bible study. And now we have girls coming every week, and it's so awesome. Like, I love the way that God can use social media for so many cool things, and I've seen that firsthand. So anyways, that being said, I love growing it for just like fun, ministry, all the things. But also, like, as my job, I do get paid by brands to post things, and I'm actually starting to get a couple here and there little like sponsorships on YouTube, which is so huge to me and so fun because I monetized YouTube last January, so just over a year ago, year and a half almost. And monetized was like making $50 a month. Like, it was just like I hit the subscriber count, the hour count, whatever that you have to hit to like be monetized on YouTube. And I was so thankful for that. I was like, party, like we hit 1K subscribers, we have our watch hours, like whatever. And now I still don't make a ton from YouTube, but I make like way more than I did then, which is so cool and so exciting. And YouTube Shorts has grown my channel so much. And I feel like just being able to relate to women and be there for women in the midst of miscarriage and like my story and other women's stories and everything has been really cool. So I've loved using YouTube as a platform and starting to actually get paid for it, which is such a win, praise God, because that's the reason content creation is like my number 3 on my to-do list. Because like, one, ministry things, whether I'm getting paid or not, because TBH, you don't always get paid the most for ministry things. It's just kind of like a passion project. And thankfully, with us having He Would Love First as our main job, I can still have time to do those passion projects that I feel like God has laid on my heart. So I feel like those things always come first, and then He Would Love First like is my job, and also the company can't like have drops without content, so it's like I have to do that. And then third, sorry if the camera angle changed, my battery died, so we just switched it out real quick. But third, obviously, like I said, is content creation and social media, because I do get paid for brands, but I don't always have more than like 1 or 2 signed brand deals per month. So sometimes brand deals take a really long time to film. If you have to film them, re-edit them, turn them in, the brand doesn't like them, re-film them, like change the caption, turn the caption in, and like sign contracts. And there's all these steps. It's not just like a quick, I'll make a video and get paid however much like the deal is for. It's just kind of like a lot of steps. So sometimes 1 is a lot a month or 2 is a lot a month, but typically I can kind of handle doing those whenever I can get to them within the due dates of the signed contract, in addition to doing all the other things for my other jobs that I do. And I would say like editing YouTube alone is like a full-time job. So that's why YouTube is usually the first thing to go, or making TikToks is like the first thing to go, because it's like, yeah, I'm making a little bit a month from views on YouTube, and that's amazing, and I'm so thankful, and I want to grow it, and I just love doing it for fun. But like, I have jobs that come before that, if that makes sense. So definitely editing YouTube every week is a lot of computer time when I get to get a video up. And hopefully this spring, after the miscarriage stuff, we are fully back on our once a week, or hopefully twice a week if I have more time after the book grind of getting videos out for you guys, because I literally love doing it. It's my favorite form of social media. And I also love making TikToks, like daily, day in the life stuff about me and Casey, stuff about He Would Love First, clean talks, all that. I usually, when I'm in like my grind mode, like CEO girl energy, I'm trying to make like 4 TikToks a day. And sometimes it's really easy because you just do simple trends when you're like ready to go out for coffee. You just take a couple videos, or you literally video yourself cleaning, and it takes a while to edit or whatever, but it's like something you needed to do anyways. I've gotten pretty good at like multitasking with my content. But when I'm just not doing the best emotionally, like I was during the miscarriages, it definitely was like, TikTok does not matter right now. We are not filming 4 videos a day. It doesn't matter to me. Like, we're just not. So I'm hoping to get back on that grind as well. And then Instagram, I would say it's my goal to post like 5 to 6 times a week, which is pretty much every single day. And that could either be a reel, or it could be an in-feed post, it could be a workout. And then I try to like just upload when I want to. Honestly, on my stories, there's all kinds of like algorithm things of like what time you should post what and how many things you should do and all this stuff. And when I'm in my grind mode, like I said, it's kind of like, okay, let's do that. But Instagram has also always kind of been like my like sisterhood platform, like more of like just like my engaging with friends and people I follow. And I definitely love it for the content creation aspect. Like I've always loved taking photos, but I feel like it's more personal than like TikTok is to me or something like that, which I am growing to love TikTok, but it's definitely like just kind of when I have cute photos, or like I said, when I'm in my grind mode, I'll like go take cute photos. But I also, unless I have like a clothing brand deal, don't always want to take pictures in like the same outfits over and over again. So I feel like Instagram is gonna slowly but surely become like more of an evolving into like home content thing as I have kids and like get older and that kind of thing, and less like of me going to a cute coffee shop taking photos of myself, because I feel like I'm just maturing out of that. And I'll still do it because it's like my job and it's fun, but I'm definitely ready for mom content and home content and all that stuff instead. So yeah, that's kind of like the preface, I guess, of what all I do in a week, because it's so many like random different things. And when you're writing a book, like, one, I love to read. I'm a Christian. I love to learn. I love to like get wiser. Like I love to hear from like C.S. Lewis, like smarter people than me, like people who are so close to Christ and everything. But it's like I also like have to read for my book. Like I need to have sources to cite, and like you don't have to have sources to cite, but like I know other people's wisdom is better than mine to like relate a Christian living point in my book. So it's like reading a book, citing that book, writing about that book, tying in scripture to that, and all these things that like go into each section of life. Like getting ready to film an ad video takes time. It takes like energy to like want to like look cute and smile for a video, and like you gotta have good lighting. If it's raining, you can't film it that day, and like there's always just so many things that go into, I feel like, each aspect of my work, which I love because I get to be creative and have fun with them, and every day is different. But it's also like so different than a 9 to 5 where you're like showing up, you're doing your thing every day. And I feel like that is so much harder because I have so many friends who are doing 9 to 5s and they're just like not fulfilled with what they do, and they're like wanting a different job someday. And I've had jobs like that. Like I have worked like 4 a.m. shifts at gyms to 8 p.m. shifts at gyms, like double shifts. When we first got married, we lived with my parents, and I worked double shifts at a gym in Atlanta. So I drove over an hour, like commuting. I did that for like months and months and months, and just like hated it, but I knew it was just a season. And to anyone who doesn't love what they do for work, I just want to say that to you. Like, we are called to work, like to work hard in life. Like it's a good thing to work hard. And even if you love your job, like it still feels like work. Like you still know I'm getting up at 6 a.m. because I got to film these 8 things. I got to keep the house clean. I got to cook food. I got to take care of myself. I got to go on my run. I got to post for Garmin. I got to like do that Heal Love First content. Like there's still things you have to do that's like overwhelming. I got to prepare that speech and like finish that chapter and whatever. And I think that's why I get so stressed sometimes, because I have a million tabs open in my brain, because it's not just like one task of like, this is what's on my laptop, I need to finish this. It's like a million things I need to finish, like by a non-disclosed, non-certain date. So it's kind of like a weird job, but I'm so thankful for it. And I love it so much. And I just wanted to say too, like I was saying, as an encouragement to anyone who doesn't love their job right now, like just know it's a season. Just keep doing the very best you can and do what you do with excellence, and like trust God for that season that He has you in, and just developing you in it, because it won't be wasted, and it will continue to develop skills in you and discipline in you that you'll need for the next season or the next job or whatever it might be. But anyways, that's my rant about employment, about job girly things. And I am going to, like I said, finish editing that little running vlog on my phone and then get to cleaning. So insert whatever clips of that I get here. just finished cleaning. I hope that the phone clips were not too blurry or anything on there, because I literally cannot film a clean talk on both my phone and camera. It would just be too much at one time. But my throat has been hurting since this morning, and it got like way worse while I was cleaning. I don't know if it's just like a cold that's progressing or if it's because of all the dust from cleaning or something. But I'm speaking this weekend, so I'm like a little bit nervous. I don't want to be getting sick or anything. So I had some tea, and now I'm having some bone broth soup. And this was some soup that I had meal prepped at the beginning of the week. It's like chicken, tortilla, vegetable, bone broth, super good for you soup. And then I also have some homemade sourdough here with some grass-fed butter and sea salt. This is like super nutrient dense meal, so I'm just having an early dinner at 5 by myself. Casey wasn't hungry yet, but I was like, I'm really hungry and I just like don't feel well, so I'm gonna eat. And then I'm gonna work on my laptop for a tad, and then Sydney, our sister-in-law, Casey's sister, will be here with Rudy, our nephew, and we're gonna go, I think, grab some groceries with them, and then we're gonna sleep over at her house because her husband's out of town and she's pregnant and taking care of a 1-year-old. So just lots going on for Sydney. They also have like the stomach bug or some kind of like sickness. I'm wondering if like somehow my sore throat is the same thing they have. Even though stomach and sore throat are not at all the same, some people react different to different sicknesses. So I was like, maybe, I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna sleep over with them tonight, just give her some company, watch some Netflix, hang out together, and just cuddle Rudy and sleep over there. So I'm really excited for that, and that's how we're gonna wrap up the night, is just a little cozy time at the Joneses because Luke is out of town for work. So I'm gonna eat this, wait for them to get here, and then we're gonna go to Sydney's. It's me and Rudy here. Rudy, do you have anything to say? Woody! Anything to say? Hey, Woody. Say hello. We're going to your house to have dinner and watch a movie. What are you doing with your feet? What are you doing? So I finished cleaning, eating dinner, and Sydney's out there. And Sydney and Casey are in Trader Joe's, and me and Rudy are chilling in the car while I'm editing the rest of my clean talk for TikTok. I just posted it, and we're gonna go to their house. It's raining. A little cozy energy in here for us hanging out. Anything you have to say? Yeah, good job. So yeah, we're just gonna keep hanging out and then go hang out at their house for dinner. So the outro to this video will just be cozy clips from tonight. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.